He has money, he puts money in a school,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Who runs the school? Is he the principal? No. Is he the teacher? No.
He's the one who's paying, so he makes sure the ones who's running it has the skills to do it correctly. The first topic, as I said, is going to be LeBron. In 2018, LeBron announced the great I Promise schools or school. It was thought to be a charter school, or so it was angled as. It was supposed to give, as they say on their own website, free tuition, free uniforms, free bicycle and helmets, free transportation within 2 miles, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, a food pantry for families, GEDs and job place services for parents, and guaranteed tuition to University of Akron for every student that graduates and completes criteria. They started in 2018 with the help of LeBron James Foundation, Family Foundation. And it was a cooperation between them and the Akron Public School. I promise. What did they promise? We see the results 3 years later. They promised the kids wouldn't be able to count. I'm just
So are you saying three, or did you mean five?
well, the last 3 years. Let's
Oh,
put
the
it this
last
way.
3 years.
The
Yeah.
last 3 years.
Okay.
And that to skip, let the play develop. They have to let the play develop. I'm just kidding, guys. So the latest was that LeBron James I Promise School delivers discouraging result. No eighth grade student has passed state math test in 3 years, which is quite shocking. The question is, on a business side, how can LeBron solve this problem? Because of course, this is gonna. I mean, he's involved with it, so did he make the right choices? Did he put the correct people in the right places?
Yeah, well, I think that, of course, LeBron gets all the publicity, in this case, bad publicity, because it's his initiative. But it's logical that he's not the one in the schools. Now, I think LeBron will be able to turn it around, or at least make sure that it gets turned around. Because if you look at his track record, he's been carrying low skilled people all his life to NBA finals.
Oh my god.
So
I thought you first of all, I thought you froze. First, I was like, is it my system? Yeah,
let the play develop, Skip.
no. I was like, did my system froze?
I was he's been
Can you
he's
repeat that again? Please repeat that.
he's been carrying low skilled people across the finish line, getting NBA championship trophies all his life.
Mm.
Aside from the Miami Heat era, of course, when he was with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and he just had a very good. They had a very good supporting
He
cast as
used a
well.
great battery to jumpstart his winning career.
Yeah, but he won at in Cleveland. I think he did win with KaiR Irving, if I'm not mistaken, and he won with.
White Mamba as well, right?
He didn't win with Black Mamba. He was there after.
No, White Mamba, not Black Mamba, man. He didn't even play with Black Mamba.
White Mamba. And, White Mamba. Did he play with White Mamba? I don't think he did.
I think he did, right? Or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe it is. But the point is, and if you look at his track record, what he does is, I mean, a lot of things get accredited to him, but we talked about it in a previous show when we discussed Rich Paul. Rich Paul was just one of his, like, they know each other, I think, since LeBron was 18 or something. And what he has Maverick Card as well. He has just a team of people who can take over certain responsibilities and make it work. So I think that in the case of the school, probably, I mean, it's not him. he can't be there all the time. So it's probably the teachers, the curriculum. Something needs to change, but it has more to do with the people and the system, I suspect, than anything else. That's what I believe. Because initiative in itself is good, but you need to get results as well. Because if children can go to school and they cannot qualify to any, like they're limited in their qualification post high school, then, or is it high school? I think it's even primary school, right? Maybe it's both. But if the children cannot grow afterwards, then then it becomes a problem it can become a problem for the kids.
Yes, it's definitely going to be a problem because these are eighth graders, so they are supposed to be able to count. They should be able to count till a billion. The network of LeBron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in my bank account. Hey, in my bank account. Anyway, guys, this is tough. I mean, he will have to hire, of course, the right people, and fire the people who are not producing. At the end of the day, it's his image that's being tarnished this way. I mean, they will always say the guy can't even make a team together to make sure the people who are in his school can graduate and have a future. Let's see how this will develop. I assume that they will make some changes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took them 3 years to realize this. I mean, this should have been an alarm already in the second year.
I think that you do need time to create data. So I mean, you do need to. I mean, 3 years is 1 year can be indicative of you're just things are starting or whatever. 3 years, that's a pattern, but
Yeah.
you do need more. You need more time to get a pattern. But I do have to say this though, because although it's I mean, LeBron James, he gets a lot of love. He also gets a lot of hate. But I mean, again, if he's probably putting the money down completely or partially, and he's enabling this school, and he's creating these opportunities. I mean, he's doing a lot already. So I do think that it has more to do with the supporting cast, or the people who run the school, people who are in charge. Those are the ones that should be held accountable. Because, I mean, if I have money and I try to give, I try to
Come on.
give,
Don't give him the pass, though.
it's not giving the pass. But why? What I'm saying is, he has money. He puts money in a school, right?
Mhm.
Who runs the school? Is he the principal? No. Is he the teacher? No.
He's the one who's paying, so he makes sure the ones who's running it is competent, has the skills to do it correctly.
Yeah, he does.
It's just like if I would invest in a company, and I know I just put the money up and just don't look back at who's the CEO. Might as well call it a tax write-off.
But let's say you put money in a company, you
Mhm.
you get a CEO that has a proven track record,
Yes.
and the first year you don't get, it's not profitable. He tells you, yeah, we're a startup, etc. In the second year, also it doesn't. In the
Should
third
be
year,
improvement. There should be improvement year by year, RJ. You
yeah, but
cannot.
we don't. Yeah, but we don't know that. We know how the math. We know how the math, especially the math results are. We don't know how the other aspects are, or do we? So
They've been failing in math.
yeah, exactly. The math. Listen, I'm not. Math is a fundamental subject. It's not like
Yes.
arts.
Yeah.
However, I'm saying the math is a problem. They don't say anything about the other areas. So I don't know, because maybe it's the maybe it's the math teachers that gotta go. Because if
Yes,
they're
yes, yes.
you understand, maybe the history is good, all the other subjects are good, but math isn't. Then you know that it's the math teacher. But at this point, that's what I'm saying. The way that they present it is like the the children are failing completely. But maybe all these people can go into the liberal arts and other things non math related.
And rake up a bunch of that, and after 10 years they're gonna cry for
That's something
cry to
else.
the president to give them free pass
Yeah.
because they cannot make enough.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, Care, I'm not saying that LeBron shouldn't be, uh, let's say, responsible, etc., etc. But what I'm saying is, this has more to. I mean, if you invest in Adidas and then Kanye did what he did, will you? I mean, there are certain things that you need to deal with after it happens, and now it's happening. So now he needs to deal with it. So let's see now, especially with the national eye, so all eyes on the school. Let's see how he will pick it up. Maybe he'll move the school to South Beach.
Probably will have to. It says they said the following relating to the. I'm gonna close it after this. This is what they say in the article. It's discouraging, he said, of the eighth graders' result. According to the journal, Lighty Clifford displayed data which showed both progression and regression in the Akron school. At the Akron school, students proficient in reading had more than doubled, so that's okay, from 6 to 13% with regard to those moving from the fourth to the fifth grade, according to the journal report. Although those in the 2022 sixth grade class had just 2% proficiency compared to a 7% rate during the fifth grade education. So they are improving on other sides, but maybe the whole environment is not
Maybe,
conducive to improvement. But
yeah.
let's see how this develops. Wishing LeBron all the best.